welcome back to another episode of Vass Reacts. We got another video from Under the Human, the man that is a teacher low-key. Yes, I put two and two together. This man gotta be a teacher. He gotta be like a physics teacher, but trying to make us learn through describing superhero powers and just saying they're stupid and bringing out all his frustration within the video, which I'm not mad about it, because the last video I watched of him was Iceman, and that was a great physics lesson. I learned a lot. I don't remember shit. Anyway, we got a video that says Spider-Man powers are fucking stupid. I added the fucking. They're just stupid. Okay, let's dive right on in, man.
Glad you could make it, Peter.
Hey, Mr. Stark, I gotta say, I'm a little nervous. Don't worry. This interview's just a formality, really. Then we can officially welcome you to the Avengers.
Oh,
Well, gee, that sounds pretty swell.
Captain America and I will be assessing your technical skills just to understand your powers a bit better, you know?
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
And Wasp will be reviewing your personality.
I hate spiders!
Ready to get this interview started, champ?
Sounds good to me.
Great. How about you tell us a bit about yourself? Well, my name's Spider-Man. I recently got my powers, and
I hate spiders! I hate them! I hate them! I hate them!
Shut up!
No, right?
What?
Answer the question, Peter.
Oh, right. Sorry. Well, I recently got my powers, and I'm pretty strong, acrobatic, too, and quick at moving around.
You have super speed?
No. I can shoot web. I swing on it like a rope to go from building to building really fast.
Oh, so you can regenerate limbs then?
No. You must be thinking of Lizard. He's the one that
Are
can...
you being passive-aggressive?
No. Of course not.
Do I look cute when I'm angry?
Answer the question, Peter.
Listen, kids, swing it.
One, what the fuck was talking about, and Iron Man is making a point. If you can swing around New York as fast as Spider-Man can, you should have super speed. And also, if you're technically a Spider-Man, you should be able to regrow limbs when you get your shit chopped off. But if it's Spider-Man, all you gotta worry about is fucking bills and your power going out and getting pizza and trying to get a real job.
Around New York at the speeds you go would tear your arm off. You no other way to put it.
Well, sorry, but I've got to disagree.
Okay, well, let's see what the math says. Newton's second law states that the net force on an object is...
Physics! Yay! See, he's a fucking teacher, bro. He's a teacher. This man is a teacher. I'm not gonna guy. He's a teacher. Imagine you in his class and he'd be like, well, we're not gonna learn today, but what we're gonna learn is inside a video I made at home, so I can just watch this, tell me what you learned, and class over.
equal to its mass times acceleration.
Mr. Stark, I already know this stuff.
You will speak when spoken to!
Cute as a bee.
What?
Now, when you're swinging, there's tension in your web. That tension needs to do two things: balance your weight and enable the circular motion of your arc.
He just swings around in circles? Seriously? This kid's even dumber than Hulk.
No, he's not swinging in actual circles. He's swinging in an arc. When he shoots his web, he's arcing around a building, moving through the air around a central point. That's what circular motion is. He doesn't complete a full circle. He lets go of his web and swings to the next one, but the physics is the same. See, when something moves in a circle, it accelerates inwards towards the center. That's called centripetal acceleration, and it equals v squared over r. Speed squared over the radius of the circle. So the tension in Peter's web needs to support his weight, plus the force needed to keep him moving in that arc. In other words, tension needs to be equal to mg plus mv squared over r. If it doesn't equal that...
Who the fuck created these equations? Where the fuck you get these letters from, man?
then he's going to fall or spin out of control.
You know, I could have just explained this stuff.
What's that?
Nothing.
Do you have shoes?
What?
You got 8 legs, right? You got lots of shoes.
Well, I don't actually...
I like shoes.
Let's assume Peter weighs 76 kilograms, is swinging at a speed of 30 meters per second, and the length of his web line is 15 meters. Then we can calculate his weight to be 744 newtons, and his centripetal force to be 4,560 newtons, bringing the total tension needed in his web to around 5,300 newtons.
Is that a lot?
Human shoulders dislocate at around 500 newtons, and he's experiencing 10 times that. It should rupture his muscles, tear through connective tissue, yank his arm right off.
Mr. Stark, I think you're wrong about this.
You know what, Peter? You're right. I made a mistake.
Did he just admit to being wrong?
You wouldn't show to an interview drunk, would he?
Never underestimate Tony Stark.
The tension in the web should be even higher. In reality, you fire your web at an angle to the height of the building, like how a pendulum swings, right? This means there's a vertical and horizontal component to the tension. Check out this triangle. You can think of the hypotenuse as the web line. The size of the...
Iron Man's technically right, because you're shooting your web up so far, and the way how he swings, his arm should be like ripped the fuck off. If it was a normal human, your arm would be ripped the fuck off.
Hypotenuse is equal to the total tension T in the web. But how much of that tension is going up and across? Well, the web makes an angle theta with the vertical of the building. We know that cosine of theta is equal to the height of the triangle divided by its hypotenuse, so the vertical side is equal to T cosine theta. And we also know that sine of theta is equal to the length divided by hypotenuse, so the horizontal side is equal to T sine theta.
Oh my gosh, I hate geometry.
That surprises me.
Why?
Well, because beehives are so ordered and beautiful.
I'm not a bee, you idiot. I'm wasp or the wasp, but I prefer wasp.
Nice triangle, Stark, but why does this matter?
Because the tension in the web needs to support two different things: Peter's weight and the centripetal force. But only part of the tension can do each one. The vertical part, t cosine theta, needs to be equal to his weight, while the horizontal part, t sine theta, needs to equal the centripetal force. So we can use Pythagoras' theorem here to work out the total tension. Incidentally, we can also prove a common trigonometric identity here: sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1.
Oh, Stark, you sly devil.
Anyway, using Pythagoras' theorem, we say that
It is a Monday morning, so I guess this is my lesson for today. Learning how Spider-Man powers work and the power of fucking physics, math, Newton's law. Look, bro, I just woke up. My head already hurt. Shit.
t squared equals mg squared plus mv squared over r squared, which brings the tension to 4,620 newtons.
That's nearly 1,000 less than the number you calculated earlier. You thought it would be higher, but it was lower. See, Mr. Stark? Told you were wrong.
That's still enough to tear
Oh,
apart.
he clocked his
Such a
teeth.
buzzkill.
I'm not a bee!
Well, let's calculate the tension in a different way. Momentum equals mass times velocity. To stop from slamming into a building, you need to redirect yourself in a fraction of a second. Let's say it takes you 0.4 seconds to stop yourself. Then force equals momentum over time, which comes out to 5,700 newtons. Even more than our first number. I was right.
Tony, just let it go.
I was right.
How does this web not snap from all that?
I'm glad you asked. The material I made them from is way stronger than spider silk, so it really isn't a problem.
So you just casually made a material stronger than Kevlar and more elastic than latex with instant adhesion to concrete, steel, glass, and works in all weather?
Yeah, pretty much. So, did I get the job?
You know, scientists have been trying to do this for decades in billion-dollar labs, right?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like the smartest kid in my class.
But there are limits, right? Like, how the hell were you able to make that just from your ridiculously attractive and mysteriously single aunt's house?
Didn't you invent time travel overnight?
Okay.
That is true. That is true. Well, every part he said was true. He is the smartest kid in his class. His aunt is single, hot, and very attractive. And Tony did invent time travel overnight. Yeah. Oh, you thought I was just talking about one part. No, it's 3 whammies in that motherfucker. I got y'all niggas.
Let's move on. How long do your web shooters last?
Usually a few days.
You sound unsure, Peter. How about I work it out for you? Let's say your web has a radius of 1 millimeter and stretches 15 meters long. It's basically a cylinder, so the volume is equal to the area of the circular base times the length of the web.
Okay.
Pi r squared times length comes out to around 4.7 times 10 to the minus 5 meters cubed. So each of your web lines has a volume of 47 milliliters, which is around 1/7 of a can of Coke.
Sprite's way better than Coke.
Real shit.
Oh my gosh, okay, so one time
No.
I was drinking Coke and I spilled it all over my...
Coke is fucking overly disgusting. I hate Coke. Cherry Coke is a bomb. But Sprite, it hits different. It clears sinuses.
It was like such a mess, so I had to go shopping, but I totally forgot my wallet. So I'm just standing there like on a street corner, and then a bunch of guys
Why
show
did
up and
Black
they say,
Widow
"Can you
have
help
to
me?"
be
But they
busy
want me
today?
to.
Your web shooters are way smaller than a can of Coke. Let's assume a shooter can hold 30 milliliters. You have 2 of them, bringing your total web volume to 60 milliliters, which is just enough for 1.27 web slings. You literally got 1 full web sling before you run out.
No, that's wrong. I'm Spider-Man. I swing everywhere all the goddamn time.
Language?
Sorry, Miss Wasp.
You wish, kid.
Nah, you get 1 sling, and you need both shooters for it too. Need to cross your arms or something. Don't know how the hell that worked, but hey, you're a genius, so I'm sure you can figure it out.
Well, aren't there versions of him that make a web organically? Wouldn't that work?
No, that's even more of a problem. Assuming Spidey does 100 web slings per night, then using the same math as before, he'd need around 5 liters of web. Web is protein-based. That's what spider webs are mostly made from. 5 liters of protein is about the same as 5,000 grams, so he'd need to eat nearly 1,000 raw eggs to do those 100 slings. Ain't no way his broke ass is affording that.
I
That's
hate being
crazy.
You have a job?
Yeah,
The
being
call
Andrew's
out
other half,
is
duh.
crazy.
No wonder he's depressed.
If you make the web yourself, then each sling should be killing you. Like you should experience organ failure, weight loss, muscle atrophy. And what if a clot of dried web blocked the hole on your wrist? It'd be like a kidney stone made of glue. It'd be agonizing. And
I didn't in No Way Home they asked Tobey Maguire, like, have you ever had like a web block? Yeah, they like, have you ever had a web block? He's like, yeah, I did have a web block. Now that you mention it, I did have a. I miss No Way Home. No Way Home was a great movie. People that shit on No Way Home don't have no life. I remember one time I was arguing with somebody on Instagram, and then I seen a picture of them saying every Spider-Man gonna be together. I literally said, well, we gonna get Toby, Andrew, and Tom and all in one thing. Somebody like, no, we not. Man, if I could find this comment, I would laugh at his ass. No Way Home was the greatest movie in America at that time.
If it happened mid-swing, you'd be dead.
That wouldn't happen because my web dissolves in an hour.
Peter, that's literally impossible. Your web can hold over 5,000 newtons of tension, so it must have high molecular cohesion. The chemical bonding must be insanely strong, similar to hydrogen. Like it should be extremely resistant to temperature and moisture. It would be durable, not degradable.
Sorry, Mr. Stark, but I'm gonna have to put my foot down on this one.
We can't see your feet.
Well, I assure you that it's
So
down.
you're sitting in a chair, so wasn't it always down?
Please, God, don't make me work with her.
Real polymers like polylactic acid take weeks or even months to degrade. To degrade your web in an hour, you'd need nanotechnology, not something you could just whip up in your aunt's basement overnight. And what if it happens when it does dissolve? Does it turn into airborne particles? Are people breathing that shit in? Is it carcinogenic? I guess we'll find out in a few years, eh, Spidey?
Come on, man. I'm not giving New York cancer, all right?
Do you really know that?
Well, I don't have cancer, so he's obviously wrong.
Yeah, but you're never around long enough for your web to dissolve.
Plus, you're like a gross spider mutant or whatever.
Wasp, if you keep using the M word, we'll get sued by Magneto again. Maybe your web dissolves into rivers, into drinking water. Is it toxic to humans, to animals? If the web has your DNA, then are you infecting all of New York?
He's a menace, a vigilante, a crook.
Jesus Christ, this is the toughest interview I've ever been in.
Would you like a drink of water?
Yes, please.
Well, actually, Avengers don't drink water, so maybe you should like go somewhere else.
But then, why did you... Ugh, whatever. You guys are focusing too much on the web, all right? Wall crawling is really my signature power.
You're right, kid. That is one of your most iconic powers.
Thanks, Mr. Stark. You guys are really breaking my balls here, you know?
And one of the most impossible.
Come on, man. Not the wall crawling.
Yeah, the wall crawling.
I already got the web. Just leave me the wall crawling.
We're doing the wall crawling.
May the Lord have mercy on his franchise.
Real animals like spiders, insects, and geckos stick to walls using van der Waals forces.
It was out of nowhere. It was out of fucking nowhere. It was out of nowhere, bro.
These are weak intermolecular forces between molecules, and they require crazy close surface contact. The force required for a gecko to climb a wall is equal to the total contact surface area times adhesive strength. A gecko weighs, what, like 50 grams? The force required to support it is equal to its weight. That's just mass times gravity, and it comes out to 0.49 newtons. Gecko feet have around 20,000 pascals of adhesive strength, so the contact area needed to climb the wall justified force by adhesive strength to get approximately 2.45 times 10 to the minus 5 square meters. That's around 25 square millimeters, roughly an eighth of your fingernail. So yeah, of course geckos can climb walls. The area they need is so small they can climb a wall with just their toes.
Wow, geckos are like so cool.
You know they eat wasps, right?
Wow, geckos are like the worst.
Especially Gex. Leave a comment down below if you know about Gex.
Ah, I remember this game. Gex 3, D-cover gap. Yeah, great game. Great game.
Please, I am so old. So very, very old.
Now let's do the same thing for Spider-Man. His mass is 76 kilograms, so the required force to support him is 744.8 newtons. Let's use the same adhesive strength that geckos have. Then the total area he needs is 744.8 divided by 20,000, which is around 372 square centimeters. The palm of an adult male's hand is around 120 square centimeters, so even with both hands on a wall, he should fall. He certainly shouldn't be able to do it with one hand, and definitely not just with a few fingers. He'd need 2 hands and a foot, or 2 feet and a hand, to be in contact with the wall at all times to actually crawl up it.
You're saying a goddamn gecko is better than me?
Language!
I don't care. I'm allowed to be angry, okay? I'm the amazing Spider-Man. I crawl up walls, okay? It's what I do.
Actually, breaking physics is what you do.
Nice one, Tony.
It wasn't even that clever.
Kind of like your powers.
Nice one, Wasp.
Oh my gosh, like this is so much fun. We should totally do this more often.
You're all wrong, all right? I'm not running out of web, and I'm not falling off walls. My spider sense would warn me if that was gonna happen.
Your what?
Haven't heard of it? Well, it's only my best power ever. It's kind of like a sixth sense. Alerts me to danger.
You should never brought it up. Now he's gonna say it's cancer. Watch.
Like if the bad guy's gonna punch me or thinking about punching me.
Thinking about punching you?
You can read mine?
Not really. I mean, there was that one time in No Way Home where Green Goblin was thinking about betraying me, and I could, like, sense his intentions, yeah? Like I knew there was something wrong, walked around a bit, and then I could feel the...
And that was a great scene that they shot in No Way Home. Like, when he really tapped into his spider sense, it's like he felt it happening, and then the camera was just on him looking around, and he can see something that's about to go on. That was a great interpretation of his spider sense.
evil radiating from his wicked, cursed soul, you know?
Peter, this isn't making any sense. What the hell is that? Telepathy? Telepathy that warns you about punches? Precognition? Magic?
No, Mr. Stark, it's my spider sense.
Well, I mean, that just sounds awfully distracting. Like when you're swinging through New York at high speed, that thing must be firing constantly, right?
No, it actually helps. Tells me where to aim my web slings.
Am I the only one who's confused?
For once, you aren't, Wasp. It's ridiculous. Like you've described it as some sort of vague general warning about danger, but now you're saying it's super precise? Oh, my spider sense is tingling. Better aim my web 30 degrees to the right. You You see how stupid that sounds?
It isn't stupid, Mr. Stark. All spiders have it.
You know, that's got me wondering. How come you inherited all the strengths of a spider, but none of the weaknesses?
What do you mean?
Well, like, most spiders have poor vision, so how come yours got better?
Especially with that ugly mask on.
They also have short lifespans, so are you gonna die before Aunt May?
I sure hope not, Mr. Rogers. I could use the money.
Spiders also starve really fast, and if you actually make your own web, you're like totally wasting all your energy.
My problem isn't even with that. It's with your strength. You shouldn't have the proportionate strength of a spider when you're human-sized. Strength is proportional to the cross-sectional area of your muscles. Body weight, which your muscles support, is proportional to your volume. So your strength to weight ratio is your area divided by volume, which is 1 over L, where L is your length. That's why small animals like ants and spiders are proportionally strong. They have small volumes, so the strength to volume ratio is really big. But the bigger you get, the more this ratio works against you. Like if a spider can lift 50 times its size and it grows 100 times bigger to become a human, then its proportionate strength went from 50 times to 0.5 times. A human-sized spider couldn't even lift its own body. So how did you get stronger?
This is why I'm super strong when I'm tiny.
Is it also why you're so annoying?
No, that's because I don't like you.
I miss Buggy.
Also, some spiders eat their own mates. Though I guess that's not a big deal for you since you're a lonely, single, pathetic loser, right?
That's crazy.
Well,
that's crazy. Damn, my voice
It
started
wasn't
cracking
always
when
that
you
way.
said that. Damn.
I had a girlfriend.
Had?
Yeah, she died.
Oh my god, Peter, I'm so sorry.
What happened?
Gwen, she fell off a building, and I stopped her. Yeah, but I stopped her too quickly, and well, I accidentally her neck.
Peter, this is awful. How tall was the building?
It was about 100 meters.
And how much did Gwen weigh?
How much did she?
Please, Peter. This is very important.
I don't know. I guess like 55
do it.
kilograms.
Sounds like you stopped her really fast. Maybe in a tenth of a second?
Yeah, something like that.
Gwen Stacy falls off at 100
Oh
meter
my
building. She was
god,
55
he's an ass. Look at this shit beat out of him. He's an asshole. I know it was coming. When he asked the building in the way, I'm like, don't do it. Please don't do it. It's just, the music just picks up.
kilograms. Our hero stops her just before she hits the ground in a tenth of a second. But what force did she feel, I hear you ask?
Wait, what? What are you?
Well, her final velocity is equal to the square root of 2gh, where h is the height of the building, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. Anyone know what value g has?
9.8 meters per second squared.
Right you are, Wasp. That means Gwen's final velocity comes out at around 44.3 meters per second.
What are you doing?
Now, the killing force is equal to Gwen's momentum divided by the time it takes Peter to stop her. Anyone know the formula for momentum?
Mass times velocity. Mass times velocity.
Good job, Rogers. And for a pretty little thing like Gwen, that's 55 times 44.3 divided by 0.1, which is 24,000 newtons.
Why did you calculate that?
That's 24,000 newtons applied upward through her spine and suddenly halted at her neck when the web tightens. It's more force than a guillotine. It's like swinging a fridge full of cement at a baby deer.
Don't you think I feel bad enough?
It's the same as an industrial-grade log splitter, Pete. Those are for tearing trees in half, and you used it to catch your girlfriend.
Okay, just shut the hell up. Did I get the job or didn't I?
Sorry, kid, but your powers are stupid.
My stance on spiders being ugly hasn't changed.
Look, it's nothing personal. We just don't really want to work with people who break the laws of physics. You understand, right?
Yeah, sure, of course. Well, I appreciate your time. Oh, hey, can I ask a question?
Of course you can, kid. Fire away.
Well, I was just wondering, Captain America, how does your shield work?
Welcome to the team,
I
kid.
love spiders.
Peter, you're officially an Avenger.
Heck,
Cap, you're next.
Yeah.
Cap, your video is next. Spider-Man made it to the Avengers. Ant-Man powers are also stupid as well. Well, Cap, you're about to get the next stupid treatment as well. But, yeah, that was clearly fucked up. You're gonna decipher Gwen's death in a math and Newton's laws of physics equation just to find out he made the team. Congratulations. Took everything away from him. And also, this man is also a teacher. Yeah, I know who you are, buddy. I just can't put two and two together yet. Anyway, this is Vass Reacts. Undid humor. Spider-Man powers are fucking stupid. Like, comment, subscribe, with the link to the video down in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.